Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I am Albert Eldes Jr. and now I will be showing a short video film presentation about the beauty of Surigao and its arts and crafts. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting Surigao City, the city of island adventures. Before we go on to our topic, I would like to introduce to you the history of Surigao. The city of Surigao Island Adventures nestled along the northernmost tip of the province of Surigao del Norte, where mountains and hills are prominent indentions throughout the coast. It is bounded on the north and east by the Hinatuan Passage, on the west by Surigao Strait, and on the south by Taganaan. The city has a land area of 245.34 square kilometers and a population of 35,855 inhabitants in 1970. It has an ideal port which is sheltered by the Nonok Islands. It is also connected with good roads to Butuan City and Agusan del Norte and Lianga and Surigao del Sur. Legendarily, the town of Surigao was a thriving settlement ruled by Chef Sulibao. When the Spaniards came, they called the place Surigao, but during the arrival of early Christian missionaries in the province, it was better known as Caraga, from the name of its inhabitants, the Caragas. Of the Visayas, stock, warlike, brave, and ferocious. The settlement of the early colonizers in Bilang-Bilang Harbor, where the present city is located, became ideal centers of trade, commerce, and religion. The village had been transferred from one place to another. On June 29, 1655, Surigao became a town, and by 1751, it was made the seat of provincial government after Kaulo, the former provincial capital, was burned. Since then, the town of Surigao became a center of Spanish political and ecclesiastical power in the region, rivaled only by Tandag on the southern coast of Surigao province. The town suffered severely from Muslim raids. In 1752, after the town was devastated, almost all of its 2,000 inhabitants were either killed or taken as slaves by the Muslims. During World War II, on May 23, 1942, the Japanese Imperial Forces under Captain Yusi occupied Surigao. The local government was then managed by Mayor Amat. Later, after American planes bombed Bilang-Bilang Harbor on September 9, 1944, the American troops and guerrilla units forced the Japanese forces to withdraw until Surigao was liberated on April 12, 1945. In July 1945, the Philippine Civil Affairs Unit, also known as PCAU, took over the local government prior to the restoration of the administration to the local authorities. During the Commonwealth period, Protolico Igay was appointed by the guerrillas as governor of Surigao province, and Macario Diaz was resumed his office on September 1, 1945. As mayor of the town of Surigao, he was succeeded by the guerrilla-appointed mayor Juan Parrocho. By virtue of Republic Act number 2786, dated June 19, 1960. The old province of Surigao was divided into Surigao del Sur and Surigao del Norte, with the municipality of Surigao as the capital of the latter. Surigao became a charactered city under Republic Act 6134, which was approved on August 31, 1970. Surigao City is noted for its proximity to the almost fathomless underwater gorge, the Philippine Deep, which is one of the deepest portions in the Pacific Ocean, including all oceans in the world. So now, we heard a lot about Surigao. Let's go now to our main topic, the beauty of Surigao. We have a lot of art and crafts here in Surigao. The first one is the Bonok-Bonok Marajao Karajao Festival. Bonok-Bonok Festival is a colorful festival displaying the Surigaoans' tribal culture through road moving. It is a multi-day-long celebration denoting the Surigao city's yearly party festivity, which is celebrated each September 9, held out of appreciation for the city's benefactor, San Nicolas de Tolentino. This prominent Mardi Gras festivity highlights road parties and customary ethnic move ceremonies. The day-long celebrations occur in the region around the provincial sports complex, which is in an extraordinary place to see the wide range of artists perform. This is profoundly conventional occasion is a method of approaching the divine beings for good well-being and abundant harvests. The fundamental element is the bonok-bonok, an ethnic mamanwa dance performed by the locals amid kahimonan, fiesta workshop, and wedding services. A prelude to the festival of the Marajao Karaja Festival is the Balawanong Barangay. Before the bonok-bonok party is held, primer challenge between the 22 barangays of Surigao City is continuous to complement the month-long celebration that livens up to the family unit of individual group of Surigao City. Different exercises are road moving participated in by use private and government contingents utilizing inventive outfits, colossal boys, and diverting droning. Viva Senor San Nicolas, Viva Marajao Carajao, Punok-Punok Festival is another colorful that can be experienced in the Philippines. The second is the Sakay-Sakay Abayan Festival. Sakay-Sakay Abayan is a procession at sea conducted as tribute to the patron saint of Bilang-Bilang, Virgin de la Paz y Buen Viaje, the patroness of God Viaje. The patroness is abroad at a decorated vessel followed by colorful boats passing through the Surigao Strait and back to the city wharf. This festival is celebrated in June 1. The third is the Santo Niño de Bad-Asay Fiesta. Every January 14, Surigao del Norte celebrates a one-month-long celebration of the Fiesta of the Holy Child Jesus, held in the farm village of Barangay Serna. This is a festival that is more of Cebu Sinolog Festival. However, this event focuses more on the Holy Child Jesus rather than the usual alluring street dancing. The fourth is the Charter Day anniversary. Surigao City, Surigao del Norte, August 29, the city government here will commemorate its 47th Charter Day anniversary celebration on August 31st in front of the Surigao City Hall. This year's celebration with the theme, Serbisyong Matinod-anon Surigao ng Maganabuhon, will kick off with a Thanksgiving Mass at 6 a.m. to be held at the City Cathedral, followed by a simple program in front of the City Hall, and to culminate with the city officials and employees night at 7 p.m. at the City Gymnasium. The formal opening of the celebration will start at 8 a.m. with the singing of the national anthem to be led by the City Choral Ensemble, and the raising of the Philippine flag to be led by Surigao City Mayor Ernesto T. Matugas, Governor Sol F. Matugas, Vice Mayor Alfonso F. S. Casura, Vice Governor Arturo Carlos Igay, JR, all city councilors and provincial board members. Department of Health Undersecretary Archils Gerald C. Bravo will be the guest of honor during the formal opening program. The last of the celebration is the Charter Anniversary Grand Parade at around 8 a.m. to be followed by the awarding prizes for the best float. Surigao City celebrates its Charter Day pursuant to the Republic Act No. 6134. Surigao was converted to a chartered city on August 31st, 1970, with Pedro Espina as its first city mayor, PIA Surigao del Norte. The
We
fifth is
remember their
commemoration of
courage
the Battle of
and
Surigao Strait,
sacrifice and take
a dawn
heed of the
observance
wise
of
words
the
they have
significant
bestowed
naval
upon
battle
us.
during
As
World War
someone who
II,
has
marked
seen
with death
firsthand
lying at the
the
historical
horrors of
landmark in
war in
Barangay
these very
Lubata.
waters,
The
it
Battle of
is fitting
Surigao
that
Strait
David
is part of
Matist's
a bigger
words
battle
are
of
up there,
Leyte Gulf,
and they
which
are now
turned the
engraved
tide
in
of the
awe
war in
upon
favor of the
the
Allied
Battle of
forces.
Surigao Strait
The
Memorial.
Surigaoans celebrate
Let
this on
us
every
pray
25th
that
of
we never
October.
have another world war.
The sixth is commemoration of the first hoisting of the Philippine flag in Mindanao. When the centenary of the country's independence was celebrated in 1998, a plethora of emotions were felt in each and every hearts of Filipinos. The centennial anniversary on June 12, 1998, indeed was a remembrance of the Philippine struggles for freedom and justice more than a century ago. While the event generated interest in the study of Philippine history, it also produced a great number of issues that needed utmost attention. One of those was the controversy on the first and official flag raising in Mindanao. Three contenders, Surigao, Butuan, and Cagayan de Oro, claimed that the raising of the Philippine tricolor took place in their jurisdiction. Their claims, in a way, were not unfounded, for based on available documents and accounts, these areas were the first one to hoist the country's flag in Mindanao. As a background, The province of Mindanao was last province of the last country evacuated by the Spaniards. The withdrawal of the last colonial authorities and establishment of revolutionary government and the raising of the flag clearly signified the country's independence. The National Historical Institute, also known as NHI, of course has taken note about the controversy. It was imperative for the institute to resolve this dispute. As former NHI chairman Dr. Pablo Trillanes once said, the flag raising in Mindanao is important because the event has a certain relationship to the birth of the nation. So as a fitting end to the raging controversy, the NHI initiated a two-day rounded table discussion on the controversy held on the 22nd week of January 2000. The deliberation conducted by the panel of experts determined the area of Mindanao where the first and official flag raising happened. While the primary concern was to end the dispute, the NHI, through the roundtable discussion, was also able to gather more information on the significant personages and circumstances connected with the event. Surigao representatives used the diary of Father Alberto Masulever, the parish priest of Surigao in 1898, for supporting their case. The diary, entitled Diario de la Casa de Surigao, is currently kept in the Jesuit archives at Centro Borja, San Cugat del Valles, Spain. The accounts of Father Masulever are cited in the book Angry Days in Mindanao by Father Peter Skurs. Summarizing the position of the Surigaonons, the Philippine flag was raised in Surigao in the morning of December 26th in 1898 at the Casa Real, which also housed the tribunal courthouse. Surigao then was the cabecera and the seat of government of the province of Caraga, which had jurisdiction over Surigao, Butuan, and Cagayan de Misamis. The president of the Junta Provincial of Surigao as of 26 December was Alejandro Gonzalez. This is the arts and crafts of Surigao City. Once again, I am Albert Elias Jr., presenting the beauty of Surigao City.